Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia Bermudez. I'm from Elmont, New York, and I am here to walk you through my ePortfolio. I'm going to be talking to you about the portfolio projects that I had to complete for each of my courses. The first project is my Evaluation and Management Services project. This project was based on explaining in great detail what evaluation and management services are. It provided explanation to symbols, abbreviations, and punctuation. I also discussed the use of modifiers, which provide additional detail to the codes we need to use. I met the outcomes in this course because I demonstrated the process of using manual codes, searching for the codes, following the guidelines, and for the accurate coding. I was able to evaluate case scenarios and assign the appropriate codes to each of the cases. The next project is the ICD procedural coding. For this project, I created a PowerPoint presentation as a training guide for current and new coders. As a coding compliance manager, I needed to provide the necessary information to the staff when it was time to assign codes. I needed to create a PowerPoint presentation explaining all of the details regarding the coding assignment in an inpatient setting. I met the outcome because I used my knowledge and skills to provide the coding basis in accordance with the guidelines. I demonstrated how to navigate the coding manuals and how to extract the information that I needed so that I can relay it to the following employees. The following project is the CPT and HCPCS Level 2 coding. In this project, was based on coding scenarios that needed to be evaluated and coded accurately. I met the outcomes for this project because I was able to extract the information from the medical records to assign the diagnosis codes, procedure codes, and other supply codes that needed to be accurately selected for submission. The next project is my mathematics project. For this project, I provided me with the knowledge to use strategies and formulas and mathematical reasoning to make conclusions and make decisions on mathematical situations such as income, budgeting, monthly expenses, and creating charts and ratios to determine the amount of money that was coming in and the money that was being spent. The other project that I will be talking about is the clinical documentation project. For this project, I met the course outcomes because it helped me review the policies and procedures, regulations, and the standards of accurate clinical documentation. It's a project that was important to understand the data we collected from patients is vital to the process of patient care, all the way through the payment or reimbursement. All discrepancies can cause the process to be delayed and cause effect on the patient's care. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about the advanced CPT and HCPCS Level 2 project. For this project, the coding was based on coding scenarios that needed to be evaluated and coded accurately. I met the outcomes because I was able to extract the information from the medical records to assign the codes, procedure codes, and supply codes necessary for the payment reimbursement. The knowledge, skills, and behaviors I obtained while developing all these projects were to do research on the information I needed to extract. I read the guidelines to ensure the codes I needed to assign were accurately selected. I used critical thinking when trying to evaluate the cases and trying to evaluate the mathematical strategies to obtain the conclusions to many of the things that we go through nowadays, such as budgeting, working with money, expenses, trying to make ends meet, trying to save, using ratios, and all of the components that we go through on a daily basis. Other skills and behaviors were to ensure that I become positive when trying to do the daily roles as a coder, or and apply my knowledge to many of the coding scenarios and the different cases that we go through. Being able to take action, keep a positive mindset, approach the situation in a calmer way, to be able to engage with other people and to be able to demonstrate that the knowledge that I had gained had helped me become independent and have initiative on all of the cases, scenarios, and doing the work as an employee that will give me the opportunity to be successful in many of the